take a look back at an incredible year in games, please welcome the beautifully talented Reva Taylor.
You're still looking, aren't you?
I'd like to think she's out there somewhere. I imagine her someplace warm.
Running free through fields of dreams, I remember the way. Crossing seas with eyes that sleep, you were calling my name. Nasceya, narateya na. Can we belong? Can we be heard? I see no yara na. And we return to the world, earth to earth.
What happened to your parents?
Beyond our reach, the pain so deep. If we are to be betrayed, escape and see reality. Life is waiting for the brave. Nasceya, rateya na. Can we belong? Can we be heard? I see no yara na yet. And we return to the world, earth to earth.
And have you ever cared about what I think?
There's no time. If he gets away, this will all have been for nothing. Go. Now!
Think about Alvy here. Please, Clem, just do as I'm asking. This one last time.
Nasceya, narateya na.
Now it's time to be naughty.
Can we belong? Can we be whole? Can we belong? Can we be heard? Rana, manana, yeah. And we return to the world, earth to
Last survivor of the struggle. Signing off.
Eliminate any and all snatchers occupying the Cuban naval base and prison camp. There's no telling what will happen to the world if you lose. The fate of the human race is in your hands right now.
Rufus, where are you? Do you not know what day it is?
Dara, I'm playing Metal Gear. You know the rules. You can't call me Rufus.
We don't have time for this, Rufus. Have you looked at your...
I can't hear you. Is anyone
Okay,
there?
okay, fine. Hello, Snake. How are you?
I've been better, Colonel.
Snake, there's something I need to bring to your attention.
What is it, Colonel? Got my hands full at the moment.
Have you looked at your calendar recently, Snake?
My calendar?
Look at your calendar.
Look, I'm really close to finishing this.
Snake, look at your calendar.
Okay, okay.
Okay, Colonel. I gotta go.
Snake, wait. There's a code in the door. You need the combination. Snake! Snake! Snake!
Hello?
What the?
Snake, wait. There's a code in the door. You need the combination. Snake!
Up, down, down. Left, right, A, B, select, start.
Welcome to the British Academy Game Awards. Please welcome your host, Rufus Hound.
Hello. Hello. Come on. Hooray! 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 Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, warlocks, vault dwellers, neo-Victorians, lycanthropes, inquisitors, bristlebacks, sock puppets, and indeed, authors of Sonic the Hedgehog /fiction. Streaming live by Twitch, it's my pleasure to welcome you all to the 2015 British Academy Games Awards, supported by our official partners, EA Games, Activision, Blizzard, and SAGA. Tonight is a chance for us to honour the creative endeavours and successes of the gaming industry, to focus on the positives. The new generation of games consoles are now settled in and constantly delivering big, beautiful, exciting experiences, often as day one DLC. Games now have so much content. Some of it's even on the disc. We live in an age where games are almost guaranteed to get better and better after they're released. Sometimes, after 6 months of patching, they even work as advertised. Our games are getting more diverse and more inclusive than ever before. Even in the AAA space, the tired cliché of muscle-bend, bold, angry, shooty men no longer dominates the landscapes. Now, all the angry, shooty men come with a choice of helmets, capes, shoes, and custom gun paint jobs, all very reasonably priced. The indie scene has continued to thrill gamers with its passion and innovation. There are countless ideas factory out there, small studios that aren't afraid to push the boundaries, challenge our preconceptions, and take the kind of risks that big publishers simply can't afford to. Innovators like Tim Schafer and Peter Molyneux, industry veterans who left behind the big publishers to fly the indie banner, no doubt tired on working on projects that go vastly over budget and fail to release with all the promised features. Just taking the temperature of the room, just taking the... Well, one liked it. Innovators like Mike Bithell, whose pioneering narrative work is so brilliant and complex, all of his characters have at least 4 sides. But it's not just indies that are reinventing the industry. The barriers for entry are being knocked down wherever you look, and everyone from developers to publishers to platform holders are more consumer conscious than ever before. Microsoft, for example, took the groundbreaking decision last year to stop making people use a peripheral that nobody wants. Sony, despite their long association with the hardcore gaming crowd, released a major exclusive last month that's so intuitive it plays itself. Even PC gaming is becoming more inclusive. Thanks to Valve and their Steam Machines initiative, you no longer need to know a GPU from a motherboard to be part of that community. Now, anyone with a spare £5 can join in. Truly, it can no longer be said that a group of people who refer to themselves as the glorious PC master race are in any way elitist. The last 12 months have been another golden era for video games and gaming culture. There have been greater challenges than ever before, but the people we're here to honour tonight have presided over an ever-changing, ever-growing universe of interactive entertainment. The growing pains of this incredible medium are behind us. So now, let's celebrate the creators of the games we love as we hand out the BAFTA Games Awards 2015. The only thing that could make the last 12 months any more exciting would be the accompaniment of a dramatic soundtrack. So it seems fitting that the first award of the evening is for music. To present the award, a man who has composed scores for Sherlock, Stargate, Independence Day and 5 James Bond films. Joining him, the angelic voice behind the Assassin's Creed theme song, please welcome to the stage David Arnold and Reva Taylor.
It's an honour to be presenting this award, which celebrates the musical scores that evoke, engage and excite game players the world over. Whatever may be your mother tongue, there is one language that everyone on this planet understands perfectly, and that is the language of Vulcan. Music. Music.
Without the tireless work of composers, musicians and producers, the sensory satisfaction of gamers would never be complete.
Let's take a look at this year's nominees.
Music. Alien Isolation. The Banner Saga. Disney Fantasia, Music Evolved. Far Cry 4. Middle-earth, Shadow of Mordor. The Sailor's Dream.
And the BAFTA goes to Far Cry 4.
Well, wow. Hi, everyone. What an incredible way to start the night. I'm Clark Davis. I'm one of the lead game designers on Far Cry 4. Unfortunately, Tony and Cliff and Jerome could not be here tonight, but I'm very, very happy and gracious to accept this on their behalf. I think that Cliff's soundtrack is so subtle and understated. It's an incredible and sublime piece of work. Tony did an incredible job on delivering on that vision, and so did Jerome and the rest of the audio team. What an incredible achievement. Thank you all so very, very much. Have a great night. Thank you.
If you win a prize, do go off that way. Next up, we have a new category, Persistent Game. It's the award that recognises those online experiences where whole worlds, pardon me, continue to evolve and engage with your characters even when you're not around. It's like how reality still happens outside whilst you're wasting your life messing around in pretend internet playgrounds. To present the award for Persistent Game is a woman who knows a thing or two about persistent fantasy worlds, having spent the last 8 years in both Grange Hill and Coronation Street and the last 6 months in my dreams. It's actress Georgia May Foote.
Apparently, the universe was created in 7 days. God saw everything he made, and behold, it was very good. Well, that's just lazy game making, and he never had to deal with the heavy backlash on forums and gamers buying something in the cash shop and it not arriving in their inventory. So, let's see who the greatest creators of the gaming universe are.
Persistent Game. Destiny. EVE Online. League of Legends. RuneScape. World of Warcraft, Warlords of Draenor. World of Tanks.
And the BAFTA is awarded to the League of Legends.
Wow, what a great honor to be nominated in the first place and to win it. My name is Alex Lehman. I'm a senior animator at Riot Games. On behalf of the whole League of Legends development team at Riot Games, we are honored and we want to thank the British Academy for this amazing award. But also, we want to thank our players. After all, you know, as an actor needs an audience, or a musician needs someone that listens to their music, multiplayer games are nothing without the players that fill them and make them come alive. And without our players that would play daily and that give us feedback generously, League wouldn't be where it is today. It's those players that inspire us, and it's awards like this that challenge us to keep on making League of Legends the best game possible. So, on behalf of Riot Games, let me say thank you. If you are a League player, we share this award with you.
As we have just honoured men who are able to create fantasy worlds and worlds that live on with us long after we put the game down, it feels that now is possibly the moment, looking around the room, I'm pretty sure we would all have been touched by the news that Terry Pratchett passed away. His effect on my life and my passion for stories, and in a room full of people who are passionate about telling stories, I could imagine that is a loss a huge number of people in this room feel. And indeed, on the back of also losing Leonard Nimoy, a man who undoubtedly we would all have respected and admired, not just as an actor and as an artist, but also as a man. So if there was going to be room to do that, why not have it be after the Persistent Award? Now, next up, it's the award for story. In the last few years, games have become games have become a powerful narrative-driven medium, telling ever more rich and complex stories of how good shooty men kill bad shooty men with guns. To present the award is the designer who can boast being CEO of Tsunami and the director of legendary Nintendo 64 classic GoldenEye 007, still considered to be one of the best shooty man games ever made. Mainly by people who haven't played it since 1997. Please welcome Martin Hollis!
As technology becomes more accessible, it's never been easier for writers to share their work with millions of people through the medium of video games. And the film and literary industries are becoming more and more aware of just how powerful an art form ours truly is. It takes the dedicated work of a whole production team to turn out a finished game, but there's no denying that the sprawling worlds of Hyrule, Skyhaven, and even our own futuristic solar system and the adventures that you can experience there would never exist without a truly epic story at the center of them. The nominees for the Story Award are Roll VT.
Story. 80 Days. Broken Age.
You didn't tell me I'd have to pick who lived and died.
Guess it's time to face the cupcakes.
Far Cry 4.
Hey, what's wrong?
The Last of Us, Left Behind. Never Alone, Kissima Ingatuna.
Where are you when we need you?
The Wolf Among Us.
We need to do things the right way, because our way of doing things is broken.
And the BAFTA for Best Story goes to The Last of Us Left Behind.
I didn't write it. I wish I did. But I'm accepting this on behalf of everyone at Naughty Dog and Neil Druckmann. Thank you to Evan Wells and Christoph Balestra for giving complete creative freedom, which leads to stories like these. Bruce Straley as the directing partner that helped bring this story to life. The rest of the incredibly talented team at Naughty Dog. Ashley, oh wait, that's me. Sorry, I'm so nervous. And Yanni King, who made the characters and their relationship real. Thanks, Neil. And I would like to thank Naughty Dog for pushing yourselves creatively and not compromising. Thank you so much.
Now, when it comes to nominations for Best Game of last year, we decided to let a group of individuals that already seem to have your ear when it comes to the gaming world, the YouTubers. We managed to drag Ali A, Total Biscuit, Kim and Hannah from Yogscast and the Achievement Hunter team out of their parents' houses long enough to give us their take on the greatest games of the last 12 months, regularly speaking to an audience in the tens of millions. Between them, these guys have more subscribers than the Lord of the Rings movies have epilogues.
Welcome everyone, my name's Ali.
Hey, this is Michael from Achievement Hunter.
And this is Ryan from Achievement Hunter.
It's John Bain from CynicalBrit.com.
Hi guys, it's Hannah here. And I'm Kim. And we're looking at Best Game nomination for Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor. Which you loved. I loved.
Am I dead?
You are banished from death. A curse binds us together.
Who are you?
I shaped the history of Middle-earth. I crafted the Rings of Power.
Within this game, you find yourself cursed.
Shadow of Mordor deliberately strays from the novels and movies to craft its own darker tale within the mysterious and deadly land of Mordor.
And it was a great game.
It was a fantastic game.
Yeah.
I think everyone in the office loved it.
Yeah, we lost everyone in the office to Shadow of Mordor, so...
Yeah, for a good 2 or 3 weeks, I think.
For the branding.
Branding,
Yeah, it's good. I like Shadows of Mordor.
Strong branding in that game.
While production values in this title are top-notch, what really sets it apart is the Nemesis system.
Nemesis system is fantastic.
Yeah, the whole system where you can take over people's minds.
There's lots of combat, there's lots of action, there's lots of exploring within Shadow of Mordor.
And you get to kill people.
And you got to be the wraith of the guy that made the rings.
Who gets to kill people.
Yeah, that happens too.
Chasing down and assassinating those that wronged you is something that takes a great deal of time to get old.
You're really focusing in on this one detail.
It's awesome. You don't want to stab someone in the throat, and then you jump over their head, stab them in the back of the head, jump back over, stab them in the front of the head.
He's killing the mutated distant cousins of elves is what he's killing. That's the orcs. Yeah? No? Okay.
Now, next up is the award for original property. Danny Wallace has an original property. His flat in London is its own constitutional monarchy. Now, presenting this award tonight isn't Danny Wallace, but his mate Mike Bithell, creator of Danny Wallace Vehicle, Thomas Was a Danny Wallace, and Volume, the loudening of Danny Wallace. So please welcome Mike Bithell!
Every great game designer wants to be responsible for creating the next original mega hit that will capture the hearts and minds of gamers. Choosing not to create a film spin-off or focus on the continuation of a series is a daunting prospect, and without the brave and ballsy brilliance of the minds behind brand new characters, stories and concepts, the industry would get pretty stale pretty quickly. It is therefore with great pleasure that I reveal to you the nominees for original property.
Original property. Kalimba. Monument Valley. Sunset Overdrive.
You said more would follow.
Titanfall.
I thought they'd leave us alone. I was wrong.
Valiant Hearts.
Cases like this one didn't come along very often.
The Vanishing of Ethan Carter.
The secrets grew like spider webs. And Ethan Carter was still one who shouldn't have.
This is exciting. And the BAFTA is awarded to Valiant Hearts.
Hi, I'm Adrian Lacey, the IP Development Director for Ubisoft Studios. This is Paul Tumleo, the Art Director, and it's a massive honor to receive this award for Valiant Hearts. It's very touching to all of us, this story. Paul has a little something to say.
Yeah. I have some things to say. So, firstly, I would like to thank millions of women, men, and soldiers who live this war and who influence and inspire the story of Valiant Hearts.
Thank you for all the team for helping us out. Thank you very much.
Now, you might be wondering where all of our presenters are appearing from tonight, but through the magic of modern technology, we can have a little look-see at them in our plush green room as they get ready to head out front. Look, there's presenter and comedian Rob Beckett, playing with himself. Hello, Rob.
Hello.
Are you all right back there?
Yeah, just about.
What are you playing?
I got a DS. Basically, I got grabbed and got put out here, but I've been looking for a beer.
Right. Any luck on that?
No, there's no beer anywhere, mate. So I got a DS instead.
Yeah.
You can't drink that, though.
I think you'd probably get a beer with a PlayStation, but Nintendo, it's like lemonade.
Yeah, right, bean, I'll take that.
Right. Are you looking forward to getting out here and introducing a lovely award?
Yeah, it's going to be fun, isn't it?
Yeah, you enjoying it so far?
Yeah, lovely time. I mean, they could have put a game in it for me, but I've just been making myself in a little me thing.
Well, why not treat yourself to a lovely game of noughts and crosses?
Yeah, I might do, actually, yeah.
Yeah, lovely. All right, well, we'll see you out here in a minute.
You're doing really well, mate. I'm really enjoying it.
Well, that's very kind of you to say.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, cheers. Lovely Rob Beckett, look at that. Or as ivory hunters think of him, a retirement plan. And now sport. Sport and video games have enjoyed a healthy cultural relationship for decades. Everything from football to javelin throwing has been simulated on the small screen, giving players at home the chance to bask in the glory of athletic achievement without so much as having to wash the what's-it dust from their arthritic fingers. To present the award, please welcome a genuine sporting hero and the only Brit to have won a gold medal in the 100 metres at the Olympics, World Championships, European Championships and Commonwealth Games. It can only be the man, the blur, the legend, Linford Christie.
Good evening. Taking energy from the sporting arena and translating it successfully to the screen is no mean feat. Whether it's a FIFA marathon with mates, getting that perfect angle for a hole-in-one, or tapping furiously for an old-school classic like track and field. I think I was actually in one of those, actually. We all love a bit of sports video game. Let's find out who could be taking the gold home tonight.
Sports. FIFA 15. Football Manager 2015. Forza Horizon 2. Ollie. Madden NFL 15. Trials Fusion.
And the BAFTA goes to Ollie.
Oh my God. I wish I was good enough to do this without notes, but I'm really not. Wow, this is normally the bit in the dream where I wake up and it didn't actually happen. When we launched Ollie in 2013, we didn't even think people would like it. So to be up here talking to you people is not only a wonderful and complete surprise, we're super honored that you think the game is worthy of this accolade. We owe everything to our awesome team, Nikos, Petros, Willem, Rob, Sam, Bob, Harry, and Dan. A huge thanks to James Marsden at Future Lab for introducing us to Sony. Without him, we wouldn't be here. And a massive thank you to Shahid, Spencer, Lorenzo, and Robin at Sony for supporting us all the way through, because we had no idea what we were doing. Everyone who came and tested the game told us it was rubbish and helped us make it better. We owe that to you. And finally, a huge thank you to our partners who we really haven't seen for the last 2 years. Catherine, Nisha, Theo, and Holly. We're sorry we're never around, but thankfully the game's done well enough that we can take you to Butlins next weekend. Thank you so much for this. Vote Bunny Lord.
Nothing to see here, people, nothing to see here. We hand back over to our fellowship of YouTubers now as they unite under one banner to explore another Best Game nominee. Don't you just love a bunch of young, inquisitive minds?
Hi guys, it's Hannah here.
And I'm Kim.
My name is John Bain.
Hey, this is Michael from Achievement Hunter.
And I'm Ryan from Achievement Hunter.
Welcome everyone, my name's Ali.
We're here to talk about Dragon Age Inquisition.
I heard that was nominated for Best Game, Ryan.
I know!
Dragon Age Inquisition is perhaps the most ambitious BioWare RPG yet, crafting a huge world of upwards of 100 hours of content to explore.
So, is it a best game? What do you think?
I mean, it's a BioWare RPG. You can't go wrong with that
You
game.
really can't, actually. So,
you
yeah.
get 1 or 2 a year, and then you just play it for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
You've got gathering together all the troops effectively for big war. Big war.
I'm about 40 hours into the game. I think I'm in the second town.
So it's a whole work week for you at this point.
Yeah, well, work week's probably like 20 hours for me,
okay,
honestly
fair.
speaking. But,
Shall I tell you why I like it?
Oh, here we go.
2 words.
Yeah.
3 words. The Iron Bull, who is the new Garrus.
No, don't go him, Garrus.
Inquisition impresses on both a technical level and in terms of scope, with an intriguing multiplayer mode adding additional value to an already content-rich title.
No, trust me, as a Garrus fan, you know, it hurts me, but he's like a Khal Drogo with horns.
It's a deep story. It's a really deep leveling system. There's a lot to play there.
Deep.
Deep.
Mobile and handheld games have become a huge and important part of the industry. They've become so ubiquitous that members of the UK Parliament have gotten into trouble for playing Candy Crush during meetings. Proof, if it were needed, that the scourge of smartphone gaming is a threat to national security and should not be encouraged. So it's with great personal regret that we must now give someone a reward for endangering the free world. Who could be called upon to hand over a golden, one-eyed face to the enemies of democracy? Please welcome a comedian who looks suspiciously similar to the dwarven rogue Varric from Dragon Age Inquisition. It's Rob Beckett!
Getting lookalike grief from Clash of Clans. Look at that. Very excited to be presenting the award for mobile and handheld. I love it. It's so easy and accessible, and you know, anytime you want, you can play. So I've written a couple of notes actually. So just GPRS. I have to leave it when I run out of data, didn't I? Anyway, let's have a look at the nominations.
Mobile and handheld. 80 days. Hearthstone, Heroes of Warcraft. Hitman Go. Monument Valley. Freeze.
What happened to your parents?
The Walking Dead Season 2.
My parents went on vacation and they never came back.
You are not to be trusted.
And the BAFTA goes to Monument Valley. It's a lot, isn't it?
Hi, yeah, I'm Neil McFarlane from Us Two Games, and yes, there is a lot of us, but that's really important that we all come up here tonight because Monument Valley is a work of complete passion that we've poured the last couple of years of our lives into, and words sort of really don't do justice to how proud and pleased we are to have won this award. We'd like to thank everyone who's put up with us while we were making it, the rest of the people at Us Two Games, all our partners. Yeah, really blown away by this, and as mobile gaming becomes more and more popular and more prevalent and just more well received in the world of gaming and in culture in general, we're just really pleased that we can put something out there that is worthy of a BAFTA. So thank you very much, all of you. Thanks.
Well done. Brilliant. Lovely. Congratulations. Well done, man. Our next award recognises artistic achievement. Presenting it, a talented young actress whose excellent voice work in Alien Isolation really sold the developer's artistic vision of having a woman be eviscerated by an insectoid death monster. She's the voice of Amanda Ripley, but more than that, she's Andrea Deck.
Being able to voice the main character in such a meticulously crafted game taught me how far games can go and how far they have come as an art form. Before I stepped into Amanda's shoes, my gaming memories involved an Italian plumber surrounded by mushrooms and coins. And while I think Mario would kick butt in a spaceship filled with turtles, I'm not sure he'd fare so well when faced with the alien on his own. Throughout the process of recording, I was able to witness the vast amount of artistic work that goes into building these modern works of art. From the characters' armor skins to mesmerizing landscapes, the bloodstains post-battle to saliva dangling from the shiny, shiny teeth of a xenomorph, painstaking work is done by the artistic teams to give the gamer as realistic an experience as possible. It's time to find out who led the pack last year.
Artistic achievement. Assassin's Creed Unity. Far Cry 4. Hohokum. Lumino City. Monument Valley. Valiant Hearts.
And the BAFTA for artistic achievement goes to Lumino City.
Oh my goodness. Unbelievable. Unbelievable for us. So I'm Luke. I'm the founder or co-founder of State of Play and lead artist on this. This is Catherine, who's co-founder as well. And we'd love to thank all the people who are behind us here. It's taken 3 years for us to do this. And the people behind here, they're all artists, they're architects. We've got Tom, who's a cameraman. We've got Ed, who's a wonderful musician. We've got Stefan, an artist. We've got Dan, coder and games designer. We've got Amy, who's a model maker. And we've got Katrina, who's an architect. And we've got Alistair, who's on sound. And these guys have really made this happen. It's an artistic team. We work in an art studio. We've loved this whole process. It's been a very unique way of making a game. And yeah, that leads us into a kind of point about, like, if you have an idea like this, and it doesn't matter how you want to make it, like, just make sure that it happens. Employ people that you really like, and just, I don't know, if something inspires you, you can make it however you want, I think. And so, yeah, without these people, that wouldn't have happened. So thank you, and thank you to everyone who's appreciated this game. It means a lot to us. So thank you.
Now, audio achievement recognises the thankless job of the sound designer, whose work is as important to selling the illusion of the game worlds as any visual artists. I mean, I can't imagine how difficult it is to keep coming up with new ways to do the sound of bullets hitting faces, but these guys never run out of ideas. To present the award, please welcome a man whose music has featured on GTA 5 and one of only 2 Heart FM breakfast show hosts who have won a BAFTA themselves. It's Dan Kroll and Katie Hill.
Having my single feature on GTA 5 was an incredible experience. Knowing that millions of you would be hearing my tune as you drove, speeding cars around the city in high-octane car chases, and beat people within an inch of their life to earn respect in the seedy underworld of Los Santos.
Hang on, high-octane car chases and people having the possibility of getting shanked for bad parking? Sounds like my daily school run. I'm not even kidding, that mummy mafia are brutal. You haven't experienced them, have you?
No?
They'll be even more brutal now.
Let's find out which of the audio experts were gangster enough to get themselves nominated this year.
Audio achievement. Alien Isolation. The Banner Saga.
Really alive. Even the gods are dead.
Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Disney Fantasia Music Evolved. Mario Kart 8. The Sailor's Dream.
Starry sky tonight. I bet I'll dream of her.
And the BAFTA is awarded to Alien Isolation.
Thank you so much. I just want to say thank you to Creative Assembly and the whole game development team for making such an incredible and atmospheric game. It was really a joy to work on, and for having such high expectations of what we could achieve with the audio from the very beginning. Also to the composers, the flight music, for the incredible job they did delivering a highly adaptive and creepy score. And to Pinewood Studios for the great work they did on the Foley. And of course, thank you to BAFTA. We're really honoured to be accepting this. So thank you very much. Cheers.
It's time for another Best Game nomination, so it's back to our YouTubers, who we have to thank for taking time out of their packed schedules of sitting and talking smack about games for money to sitting and talking smack about games for money.
Hi guys, it's Hannah here.
And I'm Kim.
Welcome everyone, my name's Ali.
My name is John Bain from CynicalBrick.com.
Hey, I'm Jack from Achievement Hunter.
I'm Gavin from Achievement Hunter.
And we are talking about Monument Valley, which has been nominated for Best Game.
Monument Valley tasks you with traversing beautiful levels filled with impossible geometry and scenes so gorgeous you could frame them on your wall and guests would be none the wiser.
Lovely looking game.
It looks very, very good. It's the only mobile game I could see that was nominated for all the best games.
So in it, you are a princess who must navigate some Escher-like puzzles.
It sounds simple, but once you progress through the levels, things definitely get harder.
It's kind of like, you know, the end of the Labyrinth when David Bowie's walking around and he's like whipping around.
See his bulge in that movie?
Forget about the baby. Like that whole bit.
You remind me of the babe.
It's basically Labyrinth, the mobile game.
And once you get hooked, it's hard to put it down.
What's more, rather than being held back by the touchscreen, it takes full advantage of twist and drag controls to make the experience both accessible and enjoyable.
And do you know what? I think this is in with a good chance because President Spacey plays it in House of Cards Season 3.
Oh, well.
And I don't think you can have a higher acclaim than Pres Spacey.
And it looks really, really cool.
It's a game that makes you use your brain.
Now, from young gaming critics to young game makers. Since 2010, BAFTA have run the Young Game Designers Initiative. What started as a simple game design competition for kids has evolved into a hub for young people and their teachers and mentors to gain unique access to the games industry and its top professionals. Backed by some huge names and institutions, YGD 2015 is bigger than ever and with more awards to win and more ways to get involved. The competition for 2015 is now open to 10 to 18-year-olds and the winners will be announced at a special ceremony at BAFTA in July. If you fancy yourself as the next big thing in game creation or know of someone who has inspired young game designers in the UK, the good people at BAFTA want to hear from you. Should we find out more? Let's.
If you love games, love to code, love to draw or write a story for a game, you need to get involved with BAFTA Young Game Designers. At its heart, Young Game Designers, or YGD for short, is a major competition where the winning designs are made into a game.
I'm still in shock about it, it's amazing.
YGD can also help you turn your hobby into a career by providing expert advice, workshops and information that will help you on your way to becoming the next game-creating hero.
BAFTA is awarded to...
BAFTA have long been honouring the best in the film, television and games industries. We know virtually all of the people who have created the best games of the past few years. We've enlisted many of them into YGD, so you can get guidance from the best in the business.
But the best thing I think anyone that can do that wants to get into games is start making games.
Here are just a few of the ways we can get you into games. The YGD YouTube channel is home to the latest YGD web series, where you get to see behind the scenes of some of the biggest names in games, find out exactly how they create those blockbuster titles, and what it's like to work in such a fun and rewarding industry. YGD run workshops across the country, where you can really get stuck into designing your game. These workshops give you unique access to some of the world's top game creators, who are more than happy to pass on their sage game-making advice.
Focus on something small, focus on like a core idea that's really, really good.
Make sure you've checked out the website as to how to enter your game or game idea into this year's BAFTA YGD competition.
And the winner of the Game Making Award is...
And good luck.
A beautiful glimpse there of the young people who want your jobs. Since the dawn of home computing, British game developers have been some of the best in the world. From Fable to Wipeout, Tomb Raider to Elite Dangerous, Britain's gaming industry has always been at the cutting edge. Even Grand Theft Auto, one of the top-selling franchises of all time, is secretly a Scottish piss-take of American cable news. It is, isn't it? To present the British Game Award, please welcome star of Dragon Age Inquisition and internet spitting sensation, Alex Wilton Regan.
Thank you very much. I do other things other than spit. Even though I've spent the past few months voicing the almighty saviour of Ferelden and Orlais, I am in fact a proud British citizen. However, 'tis not fish and chips, nor bowler hats, nor our exceptionally temperamental weather that pushes my patriotic buttons. Oh no. Instead, it's the illustrious gaming heritage that we have right here in the UK. Whether you remember playing cult classics such as Lemmings and Championship Manager, or you're a fan of the more recent AAA franchises such as Grand Theft Auto, the British gaming industry is a pioneer to the rest of the world, bringing originality, bravery, and a nice slice of cheeky spitting humour to their releases. And all of the following nominations are flying the flag for carrying that pioneering British game-making heritage well into the future. Let's see who the nominees are.
British Game. 80 Days.
It's really bad here, Verlaine.
Alien Isolation.
I think there's something here.
Forza Horizon 2. Geometry Wars 3 Dimensions. Lumino City. Monument Valley.
And the BAFTA for British Game goes to Monument Valley.
No.
Do it together.
Oh. Hi, I'm Ken Wong. I'm the lead designer of Monument Valley.
And Kenny's Australian, but so I'm going to stay up here to be friends with him.
Thank you for your empire. I'm so glad to be part of the Us2 studio who made Monument Valley, and it's so great to be here in London. It's an amazing place to be making games, and thank you for the support of the whole Us2 family and BAFTA for this amazing thing, and I don't know.
Don't forget Ben for doing that.
And sorry.
Ben for doing the making.
Thanks for Ben, to Ben Powell from our studio for making the making of videos, and to Stafford Bowler from Wales for doing the sound and the music. And thank you guys. Thanks everyone for playing the game.
Thank you.
It's lovely to know that on a night as auspicious as this, someone's still prepared to drop a name to win £10. On the face of it, there is little common ground between video games and family life. One tends to be an endless struggle of melodrama and death where you're forced to complete random objectives for little actual reward, whereas video games are fun. Presenting the Family Award is a BAFTA-nominated presenter, the host of Battlefield Showdown on Xbox Live, and an all-round nice guy. It's Andy Akinwolere!
This is nice. Okay, games can offer insight, education, and expand the imaginations of the youngest of gamers, as well as provide something for the family to enjoy together. Or more accurately, start long-running family feuds and send children straight to bed without any supper for beating daddy again. Or in the case of me and my older brother over there, Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, 3, 4, Marvel vs. Capcom, the list goes on. So let's find out who the happy homewreckers, prestigious nominees are.
Family. The Lego Movie video game. Little Big Planet 3. Minecraft console editions. Mario Kart 8. Skylanders Trap Team. $12 a dozen.
Okay, and the winner is Minecraft console editions.
Thank you, BAFTA. I'm Paddy Burns from 4J Studios, and I'm delighted. A few people to thank. First of all, obviously, Mojang, who we wouldn't be able to do the game without. Thank you for their trust. I'd like to thank Peter Zetterberg, who's standing behind me. We wouldn't be up here without him. Thanks to Rog and the team at Microsoft, Flo and the guys at Sony, and obviously Daniel, who's been behind us all the way. Also like to thank all the players of the game around the world. And biggest thanks is to the 4J team and to our partners who have put up with us through this. Thank you.
Innovation. It's a word that's thrown around a lot in this industry, and it's in danger of losing its meaning, but that's a shame because the medium is truly driven by it. Gaming is an art form that constantly reinvents itself, where grand new ideas come along regularly and are then immediately copied by everybody else. To present the Game Innovation Award, please welcome a man from Valve, a company that recently announced a functionally identical product to the Oculus Rift. He was... Innovation. He was also part of the team that created Portal, Half-Life and Left 4 Dead and their sequels. Please welcome Chet Balasek.
Creating a new gaming concept or developing exciting new ways for the audience to interact with the virtual world is one of the most difficult tasks in the industry. It helps if you see the world through a child's eyes. is a limitless place full of possibility and wonder. It also helps if you're a bit borderline bonkers as well. So every great innovator was accused of lunacy before genius, and I can certify that all of these nominees are an awesome mix of both, and here they are.
Game innovation. 80 days. Alien isolation. Lumino City. Middle-earth, Shadow of Mordor. Titanfall. The Vanishing of Ethan Carter.
And the BAFTA for Game Innovation goes to The Vanishing of Ethan Carter.
Hello, I'm Adam Brua. I'm an artist in the team, our small team, which I want to thank you very much for working with this incredible team, especially Adrian, Joseph, and Andrew, who took us to this journey. And the rest of the team is Kamil, our 3D artist, and Krzysztof, the designer, and only one programmer in the team, Adam, who take all our problems to his head. Thank you very much.
It's time to return to the YouTubers now for another Best Game nomination. Bloody hell, we're dragging this out.
What is up, everyone? My name's Andy.
Hey guys, it's Kim here. And Hannah.
John Bain from CynicalBrit.com.
I'm Jack from Achievement Hunter.
And I'm Gavin from Achievement Hunter. And Alien Isolation has been nominated for Best Game.
It's really bad here, Verlaine. I think there's something here.
Alien Isolation reminds me of you, Gavin, because of your big nose.
Alien Isolation offers a claustrophobic experience and the constant threat of an intelligent and alert adversary who cannot be beaten by traditional methods.
This is scary.
No, that come from? It's also very, very scary, which it also reminds me of
I thought you were going to say, because I'm isolated, I have no friends, I'm alone.
What is perhaps even more impressive is its committal to faithfully recreating the aesthetic of the original movie.
If you're not one that likes to be freaked out or jumped, then this game probably isn't for you.
I loved the world, it was so detailed.
You're trying to escape, you can hide in different cupboards, hide under floors.
And oh my god, that moment when we discovered that it could get into vents was a real. I think my life is about 10 years shorter since that moment.
Alien Isolation is perhaps the first AAA title in a long time to bring back the true meaning of survival horror.
As the biggest Alien fan in the world, it was definitely, for me, the love letter to the Alien franchise. It was the Alien game/movie I didn't know I wanted but needed.
It's the Ones to Watch award up next. The old spirit of bedroom coding continues to refresh the medium with young talent every year, which is absolutely essential for an industry dependent on peddling infantile nonsense to teenagers. Presenting this award is a fresh-faced YouTuber who enjoys an enormous 5 million subscribers. When this man walks on, my son watching at home will explode. This is like Mick Jagger is going to come on humping Kate Moss. Please welcome Dan, the Diamond Minecart Middleton. I know you've got stuff to do, but honestly, my son will literally never forgive me. I'm just going to quick selfie, all right? Okay, thank you very much. That's very good.
And it's a real honor to be here today, and although it feels really strange talking behind a podium rather than a keyboard, I'm over the moon to be able to reveal the winner of the Ones to Watch award. Every time I upload one of my Minecraft mod videos and share them to the world, I'm always impressed with how many young gamers get in touch with improvements, additions, and original ideas of their own. It's hardly surprising then that there are a huge number of young talents out there in the gaming community waiting to be discovered, and this award is BAFTA's way of heralding a few of them into the limelight. The nominees are
BAFTA Ones to Watch Award in association with Dare to Be Digital. Chambera. Sagittarius. Don't walk, run.
And the award goes to Chambara.
Well, this is scary. I'm Catherine. This is Kevin, Esteban, and Tommy. We're missing two of our team members, which will be Alec and Austin. We want to thank them first for all of their hard work on the project. I have a list, actually. It's not very classy to bring paper up here, probably, but all right. We want to thank our friends and family for all of their endless support. The other DARE teams, it was an amazing opportunity to work amongst some amazing talent. All of our mentors at Abertay University, USC, and Boulder, Colorado. The DARE staff, especially Elaine, Nikolai, Laurel, and Hannah, for all their hard work in providing such an amazing opportunity. All the BAFTA people for solving all of our last-minute crises and getting here. I guess that's it. We're truly thankful to be here, and thanks. Yeah.
Was it just me, or was there a moment there where you thought that that young lady was going to turn around and go, "This is Esteban, I've got no idea who these two dudes are"? Ones to watch, yeah, eyes on, Crime Watch. Now, should we reward game design? I don't care what you think, we're going to do it anyway. Design is crucial. It defines how we interact with games and how games teach us to interact with them. There were amazing innovations in game design last year, demonstrating the medium's refinement and maturity. For example, the bit in Shadow of Mordor where it teaches you how to slash an orc's throat by having you press the same button you have to press to kiss your wife. Genius. To present the award, please welcome founder of Double Fine Productions and the designer of some of the best adventure games of all time, including Grim Fandango, The Secret of Monkey Island, and Day of the Mother-Loving Tentacle. He's the master of making you click on stuff until something happens. It's Tim Schafer!
Thanks, Rufus. Looking at last year's nominees for game design, GTA 5, Tearaway, Papers, Please, and The Last of Us, one rule begins to stand out, and that's there are no rules. This is one genre of game. There's no one genre of game that has a monopoly on great design, no matter what kind of game you're making, no matter what the demographic or the budget or the style. Great game design is critical and can mean the difference between a good game and a classic. This last year, a few games made that difference, and we're going to recognize some of them now by revealing the nominees for game design.
Game design. Alien Isolation. Destiny. Far Cry 4.
The light shall bring victory.
Hearthstone, Heroes of Warcraft. Middle-earth, Shadow of Mordor. Threes.
And the BAFTA goes to Middle-earth, Shadow of Mordor.
I'll say, wow, thank you so much. It's a fantastic statue that's going to look so nice back in Seattle. So, yeah, I just really want to call out that, I don't think the game design in Shadow of Mordor is really anything to do with any of the individual ideas. It's really out to all of the members of the team at Monolith and how we argued and fought with each other and trusted each other and collaborated to just make everything better and make everything suck less every day. And to Warner Brothers for trusting us to, do some crazy new things in a big game in one of the most beloved universes ever created. So thank you very much.
I'd just like to thank Monolith's development team, the Academy, the BAFTA members that voted for us. I also want to thank Middle-earth Enterprises. They're an incredible licensor to work with. And obviously I want to thank, I'd really like to thank the Weeby EMEA group that supported us, which was incredible. And I got like horse flies in my stomach or something. But thank you, that's all, thank you.
Yes, finally won an award we did. Thought we were going to sit here all night not winning anything, but eventually they gave us the precious.
No.
Available for voice work.
It's time. Got to get this out there, right? It's time for another Best Game nomination from the YouTube lot. Now, tonight's keyword has been innovation. So let's see what they have to say about Nintendo's 8th iteration of the Plumber Drives Car Simulator.
Hey, I'm Lindsay from Achievement Hunter.
And I am Ray from Achievement Hunter.
My name is John Bain from CynicalBrit.com.
Welcome everyone, my name's Ali.
Hey guys, it's Kim here. And Hannah. And we're talking about Mario Kart 8, which is up for Best Game.
Mario Kart 8 is the latest in the classic series that has spanned multiple generations of Nintendo consoles and, as usual, prioritizes one thing: gameplay above all else.
Mario Kart 8, fantastic game. If you have a Wii U, do yourself a favor and play it. It's got online play, it's got local play, a whole bunch of new characters.
Yeah. I love it. She hates it.
She loves it.
She hates it. You hate it because I beat you at it. And that, in a nutshell, is why Mario Kart 8 is brilliant, because it is the ruiner of friendships.
Yeah, we don't talk anymore, really. We're just here for this. After this, we're never talking again.
There's a ton of options available to customize your kart, different wheels, different gliders.
It blends perfectly the nostalgic feel of like anyone who played on N64, which I know we did as kids because we're cool, and if you didn't, you're a loser.
Because that's the thing, it's so great because it can be casual for family
It's never
gatherings.
casual, it's never casual.
But then you get the hardcore for when you really want to hate someone and screw them over at the finish line with a blue shell or a nicely placed banana.
Yeah, you can drive on walls now, too.
Yeah, it's true. It's
Exciting.
true.
And then land on your friends until they be like, whoa!
You could drive underwater. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Nintendo's commitment to gameplay first is refreshing as other manufacturers struggle to make games that look like movies. Nintendo makes games that look and, well, play like games.
Now, some games are just better with company. Multiplayer gaming is offering more rich and varied opportunities than ever before to shoot people in the face. Shooting someone in the face is all the sweeter when that person is a real person with a real face. So, to present the award for multiplayer, please welcome a real man with a real face, television presenter and journalist Alex Brooker.
Whoa, sorry, I nearly dropped that then. Thank you, Rufus, and hello, good people of the gaming community. With more of an emphasis being put on the multiplayer community involved in modern gaming, developers are challenged to think bigger when they create a AAA title to satisfy our need for action-packed co-op camaraderie, like FIFA 15, which this season has included the realistic feature of players pulling up injured, which is just like real-life football. Except unlike real-life football, when a player pulls up injured and the opponent kicks a ball out of play, a 13-year-old Danish kid which you are playing in the cup final will instead waltz unchallenged into your area and score with the last kick of the game, leading you to smash your controller on your own bloody prosthetic leg. Oh, sorry. Oh, I love those games. Here are the nominees for the Multiplayer Awards.
Multiplayer. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare.
Enemies are using cloak capabilities.
Hearthstone, Heroes of Warcraft. Destiny. Mario Kart 8. Minecraft, console editions. Titanfall.
And the BAFTA goes to Hearthstone, Heroes of Warcraft.
Wow, this is amazing. It's sort of an amazing thing when you have a game that you feel very passionately about and you have a team that feels very passionately about it, and everyone in your studio doesn't necessarily think you know what you're doing. A lot of people do, but not everybody. And you sort of believe in this game and put it out there, and then tens of millions of people talk back to you and say they have at least as much passion, if not more passion, than you do about this game. And so, I don't know, this is just kind of unbelievable, and thank you very much.
Why don't we take another little look at who's in the green room, shall we? Well, here we... Alakazam! Would you look at that magical little face? It's Master Illusionist Dynamo. He looks like such a nice man, doesn't he? Until he puts your iPhone in a bottle and you can't get it out again. Which can be quite useful if you need a Candy Crush intervention. How are you, Dynamo?
I'm all right, but I think Rob's nicked the DS, because I'm back here and I ain't got a Nintendo DS. So.
Well, I think maybe that item went so badly last time they've nixed it. Although, ironically, Dynamo, if either one of you was going to make it disappear, my money would have been on you.
So it beat me to it.
Sorry.
Beat me to it.
Sorry, Dynamo.
This is not hospitality.
I don't. It's.
This is a computer games award. I need a game.
All right. Well, I'll send something back for you. Has anybody got a console with them? Are you much of a game player, Dynamo?
Yeah, admit, online and more. PS4, yeah?
Yeah.
FIFA.
You're a FIFA boy, are you?
Yeah, but I've got too many, apparently I've got too many friends on there, so we need to, you know, like Sony need to sort it out so we can have more people to play against.
Okay, this is where the revolution starts. Well, we're going to literally find the person in charge of organising multiplayer on PS4 and beat the granny out of them. He can do that as well. Well, we'll see you out here in a minute, Dynamo. Thank you so much for joining us. Will you be doing a magic trick or anything?
I'm going to give an award out.
Bit disappointing. Now, the first time you do something, anything, it's difficult. Archery, model making, eating spiders. It's particularly hard to make your first game. And now, with the tools to do so readily available to anyone with time and ideas, the competition for our debut game award is stiffer than ever. Even Kanye West has said he's working on a game, but there's a debate as to whether or not we should let him finish. To present the award... That was a weird reaction, like Kanye's people are in the room, To present the award for debut game, would you please welcome the CEO of UK Interactive Entertainment, Dr. Joe Twist.
The Debut Game Award was a fiercely fought battle this year, with some incredible titles vying for nomination. All of the games submitted were first titles from both studios and individuals in 2014. And the meteoric rise of video game sales of the past few years has seen a massive influx of new and exciting projects coming to fruition in recent months. Indie producers, crowd-funded titles, and dedicated new startups have all joined the fray to enter the contest this year. But only one of these tasty technological treats can take the Debut Game Award title. Let's see who's in the running.
Debut game.
Last night, I had a dream.
The Banner Saga. Counter Spy. Hitman Go. Never Alone. Kissima Ingatuna. Shovel Knight. The Vanishing of Ethan Carter.
And the BAFTA for debut game goes to Never Alone.
Guys, my name is Dima Virovka, and I'm the art director on this game. It's amazing to be here. I'm totally we didn't expect that. And for us, I don't know, it's we create a game to celebrate the culture, and that's this kind of award bring us on completely different level. We celebrate it with all the people, because so many people were involved in this project. I wanted to say thank you for everyone who support the project, all the people that guide us and teach us how to make and how to love the culture. And I just don't know, I felt like that's the most meaningful project for myself and for all the people and all the family in E-Line. I wanted to say big thank you to Gloria Neal. She was, that was her idea. She decided to make a game about Alaska Native people. And she contacted E-Line Media and Mike Angst and Alan Gronshenfield. They took this challenge and they said, let's do that. So big thank you to them. They hired Sean Vesey, our creative director. I really miss him here. I would like him to be here, but he created the team. I'm one of them, and I wanted to say a few words. I wanted to say, like, from Ishmael. Ishmael, our writer, he actually Alaska Native, and he taught us everything what we did there.
Kriana, this is a beautiful honor. Our elders would say, Arega. They would say, this is amazing and wonderful. And I am here because of our elders, the vision and love and beauty of our elders. So, Kriana.
Thank you, guys.
It's time for another Best Game nomination video featuring our team of YouTube personalities, and I think they're all doing very well tonight. This isn't exactly their comfort zone, is it? You can tell that Ali A is struggling with the idea of having to make normal human sounds with his mouth and face, and Total Biscuit seems lost when he isn't allowed to talk about FOV sliders for 45 minutes. So, hats off to them.
Welcome everyone, my name's Ali.
Hey guys, it's Kim here.
And Hannah.
Hey, I'm Jack from Achievement Hunter.
And I'm Ryan from Achievement Hunter.
My name is John Bain from CynicalBread.com, and Destiny is nominated for Best Game.
Destiny is an absolutely huge game that mixes the first-person action within competitive multiplayer and links in huge raids that you can jump in with your friends to get yourself some epic items.
I was excited about it because it's an MMO FPS.
And it's on a console.
Which you just don't get.
I played the crap out of this game.
I think we all have. Yeah, it's, like it or not, it is hours of your life.
So I love it because you're actually working with people to achieve something rather than, like, you know, the usual FPSs where you're against everyone. You're a world on your own. And also, I'm really addicted to collecting guns.
A ton of weapons to find and unlock.
One of the important things as well about MMOs is end game content. The raids are pretty good.
Excellent.
With the option of being able to roam around the world and do what you like or jump into competitive multiplayer, there's going to be something for everyone within Destiny.
They delivered a really solid first-person shooter experience.
I love this game.
Really creative mechanics, really addictive. They're good at getting the hooks in.
Yep.
That was the last of our featured nominees for Best Game, which means the end is almost nigh. 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 Voice acting in video games is one of the hardest jobs a performer can do. Take Dragon Age Inquisition. Imagine having to bring depth and gravitas to characters whose endless to-do list includes collect 5 herbs, collect 7 herbs, collect 7 more herbs, collect 10 ram meat, and sex a bull. To present the award for Best Performer, we decided to invite one of BAFTA HQ's favourite on-screen performers. She plays the merciless Milady in hit TV series Musketeers. Incidentally, I styled my facial hair on D'Artagnan, but ended up looking more like a young Dumbledore. Please, with everything that means, I am literally magic. Please put your hands together for the bewitching Mamie McCoy.
As an actress, my job is taking the stories of great writers and bringing their characters to life with, hopefully, a depth which will keep an audience invested throughout and unable to glance away for a second. The same is true for performers in your favourite games. It is the work of these brilliant actors to bring humanity and reality to the digitally constructed pixels you look at on screen. And heaven knows, bad voice acting can absolutely kill your gaming mojo. Tonight, though, it's about celebrating the best of the best. Let's reveal the nominees for Best Performer.
Performer.
You think my job is easy?
Adam Harrington.
Try keeping a bunch of fables from killing each other.
When have you ever cared about what I think? We were good.
Ashley Johnson.
We were better than good, and then you told me to fuck off, and then you just up and vanished.
Kevin Spacey.
Politicians don't know how to solve problems, but I do.
On whose authority?
On my authority!
We're not gonna get away with this, are we?
Logan Cunningham.
Come on, pull. There. Together again.
It's okay, boy. It's okay.
Melissa Hutchison.
Still not bitten.
You'll love this part. Help.
Troy Baker.
A text for help. You don't text for help, you cry for help. So come on, you don't cry for help.
And the BAFTA for Performer goes to Ashley Johnson for The Last of Us Left Behind.
Oh man, this is rigged. Okay, where did I put, I'm using paper, I'm not classy. Okay, where's the thing? Here we go, okay. Thank you to the Academy, and also so many incredible nominees, and I have to call a couple of you out. Melissa Hutchison. Your Clementine absolutely slayed me, come on. Troy Baker, my brother. Cool, now I'm crying, it's so embarrassing. Okay, you're fantastic in everything you do, and I love you, and I adore you, and you know that. This game in particular, this DLC means so much to me for so many reasons. This game has changed my life in so many ways and has been one of my favorite things that I've ever worked on. So many people to thank. Yanni King, this DLC would not have worked without you. Neil Druckmann, oh Captain, my Captain, I will follow you anywhere. Bruce Straley, you are a crazy genius. Christoph Balestra, Evan Wells, and the whole entire team at Naughty Dog. I hope you all know how much I love you. I feel so lucky that I got to play Ellie. I'm so proud that I got to play a strong female character that isn't sexualized or a damsel in distress or even the opposite of that. Ellie is vulnerable, and she's kind, and she's loyal, and she's the girl that probably wouldn't have fit in school. And at times, she was also allowed to be scared. Thank you to my family, my friends, Mom, Tom, Haley, Chris, John, Sylvie, Brian, and all of my beans. And last but certainly not least, this is for the fans, because you guys have changed my life, and without your support and stories, this wouldn't have been the same. So this is for the tomboys, and the misfits, and the weirdos, and the outcasts, and the ones who didn't really fit in. You can sit at my table. Live long and prosper.
I mean, we clap, but true equality has surely only come when I can play a strong, independent woman who isn't sexualized. Now, before we descend fully into the abyss, I'm going to hand over to a fantasy enthusiast and all-round gaming legend to honour the recipient of our Fellowship Award. The presenter was the co-founder of the Fighting Fantasy role-playing game books and also the high street haven for lovers of models, paint and a good D12. Since venturing into the world of video games, he's worked with Denmark and Eidos, securing many of the major franchises, including Tomb Raider and Hitman. He was a recipient of the BAFTA Interactive Special Award for his outstanding contribution to the medium and was recently awarded a CBE for services to the gaming industry. I can feel the electricity in the room just went up a slight fanboy notch as we show our love and respect, please, to Mr. Ian Livingston.
Funny that the autocrew's gone away, isn't it? Thank you, Rufus. And thank you, BAFTA, for celebrating both art and culture in our great industry. Thank you. A big round of applause for BAFTA, please. The fellowship is the highest accolade bestowed by BAFTA in recognition of an outstanding and exceptional contribution in the industry. This year's winner has not only made a significant impact on games industry and its culture, but he's also made praiseworthy and dramatic changes to the world of computing. Elite is regarded as one of the most influential games in history. It was the first real 3D game, which was truly open-ended and was so amazingly influential on so many games that followed. It was a genuine classic. We all know that. We've all played it. We all know the effect it's had on us as creators. David Braben, shall we say, he's got a brain the size of a small planet. And I wouldn't play him at chess for money, because you're going to lose. He's also an incredible man. He started programming in 1981 on the Acorn Atom. His plan was to break the mold of games. He didn't want to make just another game. He had much bigger ambitions. He met Elite co-creator Ian Bell at university, and they collaborated to make an immersive, open-ended game that sucked players into a world of unrivaled adventure, danger, and combat. All in 22K of memory. And the poor old BBC had 10K memory left for its operating system. Now, 22K of memory is actually the size of an average email in today's world. So just think about that. What an amazing achievement this was in 3D, open world, combat adventure, piracy, moral decisions, whether you're going to do the good thing or the right or the bad thing, getting punished, all the way, trying to shoot down 6,000 spaceships or whatever it is to become an elite. This is an amazing game, and I'm delighted to be here to talk about David and all he's done. It's also quite poignant today that what David managed to achieve on the BBC Micro. Today, the BBC announced the Micro Bit. And this is going to be an entry-level computer, computing device, and they're going to give it away to 1 million children in the country this summer. So that's enabling the next children to follow in the incredible footsteps of David and make the next elite to take this nation to even greater development heights. And this is wonderful. So that's fantastic. David has also been at the heart of the team behind the Raspberry Pi, and you well know all his promotion, that incredible conversation he had with Rory Ketlin-Jones that got the whole buzz around the Raspberry Pi and what an incredible influence that's had on computing. In fact, David has been at the heart of everything to do with computers, games, entertainment for some 30 years now, and he's just a legend, as we all know, in his own life. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's see some of David Braben's work.
think the first arcade game that started to capture my imagination was Defender. Because it had a little bit of story, just the fact that the little landers were coming down, taking people up, and then when they would mutate when they got the person to the top of the screen. I thought that was quite nice, and you could play the game in slightly different ways. The focus of all the other games was the fact that you just got a life at 10,000 and another one at 20,000, and maybe get a smart bomb at every 5,000, you know, which felt to me just very systematic, very grind the handle. With Elite, I think Ian and I broke the rules quite a lot, mainly because the games are all very systematic. We were told, absolutely, in black and white, in fact, by publishers that Elite was too different. You know, we want a game with a small number of minutes play cycle, we want a game with a score and 3 lives and all this sort of thing. But what if I want 2 smart bombs instead of 1 life? It's that sort of philosophy, and also the philosophy of trying to make me care about my progress, so that there would be a reward for getting a high score other than the score itself. It appealed to me to do something different, mainly because those are the sort of things that I wanted to do. And looking down later in my career, doing games that I'm really proud of, games like Dog's Life, for example, bringing different audiences to computers and showing that it doesn't have to all be about death and shooting and still be compelling. Similarly with Raspberry Pi, you don't have to sell expensive computers with expensive hardware and all this thing. You can sell them very cheaply and engage kids again. You see, to me, our industry is wonderful because we can provide a real motivation for kids to get into science, to get into maths, to get into technology, to get into physics. And we should be using that in education to motivate kids. In my heart of hearts, I've always been a non-conformist. Doing things the standard way has never really appealed. You know, innovation is really what it's about. It's doing things that are new, doing things that are exciting. And I think hopefully the more people that do that, the more diverse the world becomes, the more exciting it becomes, the more interesting it becomes.
This year's BAFTA Fellowship goes to David Braben.
Thank you very much. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Wow, what an incredible honour. What a real honour, and thank you very much for such a kind introduction, Ian. It's really, really nice, and it's truly, truly amazing to be here. The films of the late 30s and early 40s really changed the way people looked at films, about how they were regarded, particularly the films of, it's gone out of my mind, of Alfred Hitchcock and Orson Welles. They really changed the industry, and Alfred Hitchcock, of course, the first person to receive this truly, truly amazing award. And after that point, film came of age. It ushered in a golden age of film. And I've always been a fan of film, but I've also always had a vision about our industry, in that we've paralleled film. You've seen how we've moved through various stages in which there are very, very strong parallels with film. And it's my gut feel that we're very, very close to that sort of point in games, where there is that big change. I think we will only be able to see it for certain with hindsight, but I think we're on the cusp of coming of age. We're on the cusp of a golden age of gaming, and that, to me, is truly exciting. It's an absolutely brilliant time to be in the industry. I've been in the industry for a horrifying 33 years. I mean, it doesn't feel like that. In many ways, it feels like a blink of the eye. And some of the things we've just shown, and that Ian has very kindly said, only feel like yesterday. And I sometimes wonder what's happened in those 33 years. but it's never been a better time to be in the industry than now. The scope of where we're going, the rise of the indies is truly amazing. We've seen such a range, looking at excellent things like Dare to be Digital and the way BAFTA have backed young gamers, looking at things like Monument Valley, the very, very fresh ideas. I think it's the best time there has been to be in this wonderful industry. And of course, this year has been a truly amazing year for me personally. Most importantly, I got married to the wonderful Wendy, who's sitting here. Thank you. I got to realize a lifetime dream by releasing Elite Dangerous, which has been wonderful. And thank you, everybody who backed it, played it, and most importantly, I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for the brilliant team at Frontier with Johnny Watts and the wonderful team who have made that game possible. Also, of course, to all the people at Raspberry Pi and all of those people for whom I'm essentially taking credit for the wonderful games we saw earlier. I really appreciate it, but these are team efforts, and I'm just part of that team. So thank you very, very much for this award, and especially thanks for BAFTA for this event and the events in the past. They are really, really good for the industry, and they help us usher in that golden age of gaming, which I think we're really, really close to. And thank you for all the wonderful kindness and the lovely applause, and to BAFTA, and of course to Wendy for putting up with me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right.
So, choosing a best game out of the last year's releases. Incredibly tough. Our shortlist makes for an inspiring snapshot of the games industry in modern times. These titles are diverse, innovative, varying wildly in every conceivable discipline. Games like Destiny, which gave us a whole universe to explore and kill things in. Games like Dragon Age Inquisition, which gave us a whole continent to explore and kill things in. Alien Isolation, which did an amazing job of recreating the look and atmosphere of Ridley Scott's original film with a high standard of care and authenticity. It was a meticulous recreation. The sleeping pods, the corridors, the control panels, even the aliens' habit of getting stuck in walls. Authentic 2 was Middle-earth, Shadow of Mordor's take on the Lord of the Rings saga, incorporating everything we associate with Tolkien's works. Peter Jackson's adaptation, thorough as it was, left out skill trees and combat multipliers, essential parts of the lore. And didn't even allude to that bit where Frodo had to press triangle to defeat Sauron. Well, Monolith managed to fit it in here. The indies are also proudly represented by Monument Valley, the acclaimed mobile puzzle game that recently received a lot of chastising reviews on the App Store for having the audacity to charge a tiny fee for extra levels. Imagine that. One of the most beautiful and captivating games of recent times. But you expect me to pay for it? Naff off! Finally, Mario Kart 8. Look, I'm not saying it isn't brilliant, but Nintendo better hope to pick up a blue shell in the next 2 minutes. So, to present the... That joke really only works if you know that I would die for that game. I really couldn't care about any of the other games on this list, but you mess around with Mario Kart, I will kill you where you sit. You cut me and I bleed that. To present the award. Just being booed for making a joke about Mario Kart is literally one of the worst things that could possibly happen to me. To present the award, please welcome the BAFTA-nominated Dynamo!
How's everyone doing? You still here? Still good? So when I perform, I'm focused on taking my audience to a world where anything is possible, outside of the real world. And luckily, I get to step into this world myself every time I turn on my games console. Over the last 12 months, the games nominated have been taking the gaming community by storm, and each and every one of them is a potential new world for an avid gamer. Unfortunately, there can only be one winner tonight. So let's see who made it into the gaming world's magic circle.
Best game.
She's dying.
Alien Isolation.
Let me be. Let the devil take me.
Destiny. Dragon Age Inquisition. Mario Kart 8. Middle-earth, Shadow of Mordor.
You shouldn't have come here.
Monument Valley.
It's the big one. And the BAFTA goes to Destiny.
Well, hello. It's truly humbling to be here with all of you. It's really exciting to be able to accept this award on behalf of the Bungie team, their friends and family that support us through development. It's always a labor of love that we do because of the passion of the fans that play the game. They really are the ones that drive you to put the energy and time into putting the game together. So I want to thank the fans, especially those in the UK, given that we're here, and the BAFTA group committee for nominating us, and our publishers and everyone else. Thank you for this, and keep playing if you're playing. If you're not playing, play Destiny.
Well, whilst we examine our health and safety insurance, thank you for joining us. I mean, it's always good to end on a bang, right? So, this was the British Academy Games Awards. Thanks to our partners, EA Games, Activision, Blizzard, and SAGA. Please join me in thanking all of our fantastic nominees, and congratulations to all the winners. My name's Rufus Hound, and if you've been watching online, you've just wasted hours of your wretched life watching strangers congratulating each other on jobs they were paid to do. Good night!